Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How's it going? Today, we're going to talk about motivation and how it's temporary. I know, sounds crazy to say, but let me explain why. So, as you can see by the title here, motivation is temporary and habits are forever. Now, I'm going to reiterate a little bit about what that means, right? A lot of us have the habit of watching a YouTube video, reading a book, and all of a sudden just getting that rapid urge of motivation. We want to go to the gym once we see that UFC fighting match. We want to go straight to baking once we see Gordon Ramsay create a great croissant. Who's to say? Let me dive into more and tell you why. So, like us, like many of us, including myself, we're human. We've struggled with motivation. We've had these really high high and really low lows. So, I'm going to talk about how we can find the other alternative around motivation: discipline, routine, and building habits. So, one day, I was watching a Ronnie Coleman video. I was in my room, mind you, I haven't worked out the entire year. Decided, you know what, let me just scroll on TikTok. Watched a motivating video. Ronnie Coleman benched 415 pounds. It was an all-time high, like most viewed video that he had. He talked about the discipline and the structure that he kept doing. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get up and I'm going to go to the gym. I went to the gym. I worked out, felt great. Came home the next day, immediately just sat there, did the same thing that I did before watching the video. Just scrolled on TikTok. I realized that it wasn't that I was lazy. It's because I wasn't disciplined, and it's because I didn't have a set plan. So, I know, like you, we all come into the new year with the new year, new me mentality. But to be realistic, how many of us actually commit with that? How many of us actually go through with what we say on December 31st and make it through the whole year with wanting to obtain and achieve everything that we said we were going to do? It's pretty rare. Most of us last through March, and some of us, the elites, we finish throughout the whole year. But let me tell you on how you can make your tomorrow your whole new year. So, motivation is temporary. It's like the stock market. One day you feel extremely motivated, and the other day you crash. I remember at the beginning of the year, I had that new year, new me mentality. I told myself I was going to wake up early. I was going to go to the gym. I was going to balance having a full-time job, balance doing full-time school, eating clean, and maintaining muscle. I did it for a month, but at the end of it, I resented it. I hated it. I was burnt out. I realized that I was just doing it just to do it, and I had no plan. Therefore, I ended up crumbling. I ended up hating it more than anything else. What did I do? I sought out to look for plans. I sought out to look for habits, how to build a habit, how to build discipline and structure. And the first thing that I did, went to the internet and I found this, Atomic Habits by James Clear. This is the holy grail to how I was able to obtain discipline, a routine, structure, and actually get to do what I planned on doing at the beginning of the year. So, one of the things that I picked up from James while reading the book was his 4-step loop plan. These steps were cue, cravings, response, and reward. I began understanding that what these meant and how they could develop a habit. I started off with doing small stuff, putting my gym bag in front of my door before I left the house for work or school or for anything. Made me just pick it up, put it in my car, and it made me just go to the gym. I was consistent. I had been going to the gym for 3 months without really realizing that I picked that up as a habit, all because I just set that small bag in front of my door. But that's just one of the things. For many, it's eating healthy. Most people, decide to eat fast food. Their biggest goals are to eat good, eat clean. What do though? It's convenient. Grabbing that quick McDonald's, grabbing that quick Wendy's drive-thru. It's a simple task. They can just go in, pick it up, and go. But what I suggest is, for example, putting a sticky note maybe in front of that meal prep that you created that you've been avoiding. Small things like that trigger the human brain and the dopamine and make us react and make us want to go and take those things and absorb. And those small habits form into major habits. Now, let's talk about applying the habit to your life. How does the habit look once it's in your life? Once you begin building a habit, you're no longer pushed by motivation. Yeah, those little Ronnie Coleman videos are going to help here and there. But what's really going to help is you building off of routine and building that discipline. Now that it's a part of my life and it's part of my routine, I can tell you right now that many of the things that I'm doing to this day, including taking this class, I would have never done if I never figured out a plan on what I wanted to do. I'm very thankful because I sat down, I designated what I really wanted to do, how I really wanted it, and I understood that it was going to be hard. I understood that. Nothing is ever going to be easy, especially if it's not something that you're 100% passionate about. And someone like me who has ADHD, that was a challenge, that was a struggle. But I sat there, I did the small steps, like putting the bag in front of my door, and all of a sudden, I built routines, and I read books, and I just kept on progressing and progressing, and eventually everything came through. And I want the same for you. Here's my challenge for you. Go out this week. Go find that one thing that you procrastinate on really heavy. That one thing that you've been really wanting to do, whether it's fixing up that car or making your bed. Just go do the small things. If it's fixing your bed, maybe just putting your pillow and arranging it right next to your bedstand. If it's fixing up that car, maybe just setting aside 10 minutes just to look at something and brainstorming. Small things build up and they compound into habits. Take this challenge. Challenge yourself. Fill your life with discipline. Because at the end of the day, having that structure opens up doors to life that you might not even know about. And the last motto of the day, you don't need more motivation. You need a better system. You need a better system.